Motivational quote of the day. Nothing is impossible. That's right. Nothing is impossible. Oh my gosh. Hey guys, how's it going? We are back, and welcome to 88 Cooking on a free-to-play account. Guys, this has been one hell of a grind over the last few days. Over the last 2 days, I have made, I think it's like 750,000 XP total or something crazy like that. I still haven't even hit 90. I don't know if I'm going to hit 90 in this episode. All I know is I've gained 3 levels. I can't even keep track anymore. And still have 2 to go, which is probably about, what's the math on that? At least 6 hours of gameplay, because with Swordfish you usually average about 150k XP an hour if you are being somewhat AFK with it, which I always am. So at least 6 hours, probably a fair bit more. But yeah, 88 cooking. I don't know, like I said, if we're going to get 90 in this episode or if we're just going to stay at 88 and call that good for this episode. 3 levels at this point is pretty solid. But yeah, I kind of want to do some other stuff now. I'm getting really sick of just cooking constantly. So I'm going to go do some runecrafting, try to get that up to at least level 45, and basically start working on the annoying grind for base 50s. This is going to be 45 runecrafting. It didn't actually take that long, about 2 hours. Streamed pretty much all of it, but there it is, 45 runecrafting done and dusted. I'm actually going to go try to do some combat training, obviously melee at this point, trying to get up to the base 60s that I was talking about in the last episode. I was actually talking to somebody in Twitch chat, and they said that instead of flesh crawlers, I should try these spiders that are on, I believe, the 3rd level of Stronghold Security. Apparently you can get like 50k XP an hour fighting them, and that's obviously a significant improvement over the 20k XP an hour you get with flesh crawlers, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Maybe I will come back with some 60s, that'd be pretty impressive, but kind of just want to test it out, see how good the XP actually is. Here we go, this is going to be a pretty special level. There it is, level 60 for our hit points. Whew, it took longer than I thought it would, but as you can see, I have come down and actually gone back to flesh crawlers instead of the red spiders. The red spiders were really crowded and they were hitting quite a lot, so I think they might be better at higher levels with higher defense, but it just wasn't worth it at this point. I was taking a lot of damage, and I was only getting like 27k XP an hour doing it anyways, which I can honestly usually get about that XP rate here, so I might as well just do flesh crawlers. They're a little more AFK, don't have to eat as much food, and they drop the bottom of the scepters, which I do need for runecrafting. So basically what I've decided to do is just fight these guys until I have enough scepters to get up to 50 runecrafting, and then maybe I'll switch it up a little bit. Well, I did just hit, as you can see in the chat, level 60 strength, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I'm actually going to switch over to chop to get some attack XP now. The 60 for the melee stats is always impressive. Strength not so much as attack and defense, I guess, and I think that's probably just associated to obviously the correlation with using dragon weapons and armor. But yeah, 60 strength is pretty cool. Probably not going to get 60 attack as it is currently Saturday and I need to go get some more stuff done for the episode on Monday, of course. I am going to continue working on the base 50s, and the next thing I really want to do is get my smithing up to 50. So I'm going to do a little bit of research and see how much that's going to cost in total. If it costs too much in total, I'll just do half of it right now. Otherwise, I'm just going to go straight for 50 and knock that out of the way. Because like I've said, base 50s, I'm not going to go any further than that in terms of base stats for quite some time. So might as well just get it out of the way. So it is actually rather expensive to go straight to 50 smithing. It requires 1,710 steel bars in order to make 570 steel battle axes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it actually does end up costing almost 1 million GP. And unfortunately, looking at the steel battle axes that I would be making for this, I'd only get about 100,000 GP return on that almost 1 million GP investment. So really not worth it. I'm not going to mine the ores because that would take a ludicrous amount of time. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy these in segments. I'm going to do 500 steel bars worth right now, and then maybe an episode down the road I'll do another 500 and so on and so forth, so I can kind of keep up with spending all the money by making the sapphire rings, which of course is my preferred method of making money right now. There we go, just bought 500 steel bars. That is just about 200,000 GP that we will never see again, unfortunately, so better be worth it once we hit level 50 smithing. That said, it will look really nice once we hit 50 smithing. Having base 50s is pretty cool and free to play, so yep, gonna go smith all of these bars. Well, that was pretty quick. I did manage to get all the way up to level 44 smithing, so 6 levels to go for the base 50 goal. Obviously not going to be able to get anything prayer related done today because that's going to cost an exuberant amount of GP. So what I've decided I'm going to do is do some more Sapphire Runecrafting, just a little bit, hopefully get my cash stack back above 500k. Now, this is a pretty impressive clip. Let me just put this gold bar in the furnace to make some sapphire rings, and you're gonna see two things right off the bat. First of all, we have just passed 7 million total XP, which is officially higher than my OSRS main Irons Runner, which is kind of embarrassing in all honesty. Plus, as you can now see, we have just hit level 60 crafting, so another skill in the 60s, which is always really nice to see, especially as a free-to-play player. Doesn't actually do anything for us. I don't think I'm ever going to do anything that requires higher than this. But yeah, I've been making a lot of sapphire rings. We actually have made quite a bit of money now. I'm not going to show a clip for the money, but once I sell all the rings that I have right now, we'll probably be sitting at about 400k, which is certainly an improvement on what we had, and we will probably be able to wrap up with 50 smithing pretty shortly here. But that is actually all I have for you guys today. Now, for you guys who are only interested in the content, this is actually the end of the episode. This is the last clip. You're going to notice it is significantly shorter than my recent videos, and that's where I want to talk about this housekeeping right here. Basically, you know, the status of this series and how this series is going to work going forward. First things first, we do now have an official Discord. A gentleman by the name of It's a Mystery made a Discord for us so we can all go have community chats and that kind of stuff. And recently, I say recently, it was actually today, I posted a couple of polls in there just asking questions about what people enjoyed in this series and what they would like to see going forward. And the big question that I had in there was whether or not I should do short videos weekly. So basically what we're doing now in terms of upload, but they're going to be shorter, generally around 7 minutes, or longer videos around 15 minutes, usually every other week. And if they were going to be every other week, should I do an extra video of a different variety, obviously not tied to this free-to-play account, in the week that I don't do an episode of this series? And the consensus at this point seems to be that I should do longer videos every other week and do an extra video in the week that I don't do an upload for this series, which is actually kind of what I was hoping for. And hopefully you guys are in agreement with that as well. Let me know in the comments below, what do you want? What do you want from this series going forward? Obviously this video is quite a bit shorter than normal, but I just wanted to post it so you guys knew what the deal was. If we don't have a free-to-play episode next Monday, it's because I'm trying that 2-week cycle for the longer video. But if we do that, which I'm kind of planning on at this point, I will have a special different upload on next Monday, obviously most likely OSRS related. I don't know, maybe I'll do some sort of like house tour or something, but yeah, that's the housekeeping. I won't ramble any longer. If you guys have any questions about this, leave it in the comments down below. The link to the Discord actually will also be in the description down below, so go ahead and come join the Discord. It's a pretty cool place. But yeah, other than that, I guess that is it, guys. I will see you later, and thank you for all the support.